Hello students, today's lecture is class 11th mathematics, which is the chapter number 3rd, trigonometry. In previous lecture, we have discussed the basic infrastructure of this chapter, but today I will start with the topic trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions. There are only 6 trigonometric functions. First is sin x, second one is cos x, third tan x, fourth cosec x, fifth sec x, and last one is cot x. Okay. So the value of all these trigonometric functions will be different at the different angles. Like if we are going to draw a table like this, in this form I will write the angles in the horizontal form, and in the vertical form I will write sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. So draw the horizontal columns to indicating the different angles and the values of trigonometric functions. Now 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. Now the value of sine 0 is 0, sine 30 degree 1 by 2, sine 45 degree 1 by under root 2, sine 60 degree root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is 1. And for the cos 0 is 1, cos 30 root 3 by 2, and cos 45 1 upon under root 2, cos 60 1 by 2, and cos 90 is 0. You can see here the value of sine is increasing by the increasing the angle, but the value of cos function is decreasing by the increasing of angle. So you can check here, when the value of sine 0 is 0, in this angle the value of cos is 1, and when we are going in the horizontal plane, the value of sine function is increasing, but the value of cos function is decreasing by the decreasing angle. And then tan theta equals to 0, tan 0 equals to 0, tan 30 equals to 1 by root 3, and tan 45 equals to 1, tan 60 equals to under root 3, and tan 90 equals to infinite. And cosec, opposite of the sign, so write here infinity, and cosec 30 degree equals to 2, and cosec 45 degree equals to under root 2, cosec 60 degree equals to 2 by root 3, and cosec 90 degree equals to 1. But the value of sec 0 degree equals to 1, and sec 30 degree opposite of the cos 30, that is 2 by root 3. Okay, and cosec sec 45 degree is under root of 2, and sec 60 degree equals to 2, and the sec 90 degree, and the sec 90 degree equals to infinite. Okay, so you can check here also cosec and sec. Here in infinity 2, under root 2, 2 by root 3, and 1. but the sec 1 which is right here 1, 2 by root 3 that is here, and under root 2 here 2 infinite and here infinite. Okay, so there is a mutual relationship between cosec, sec and all the trigonometric ratios. Last one is cot 0 that is infinite, cot 30 equals to root 3, and cot 45 1, and cot 60 1 by root 3, and cot 90 0. So there is the trigonometric ratios, and at the different angles the value of these functions. Now I will go for the sign conventions of the trigonometric ratios in the different quadrants, because by varying quadrant the value of trigonometric functions will vary, and there are only 4 types of quadrants: first, second, third and fourth. Suppose that there is a vertical line and it is intersected by another horizontal line. Then this line will be at 0 degree. This is the perpendicular, so this line will at 90 degree. And when we are starting from here and then go like this, so total angle is 180 degree, and when again moves then it will be 270 degree, and last when we completed one complete revolution then the angle will be 360 degree. Now if we are between 0 and 90, when we are between 0 and 90, then this is the quadrant number first. In second quadrant the value of angle will be greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. In third quadrant the value of angle will be greater than 180 degree but less than 270 degree. Then it will be quadrant number third. But if the angle is between 270 degree and 360 degree, then it will be the quadrant number 4. And we have to focus the signs of all trigonometric functions in different quadrants, like first, second, third and fourth. If we are in quadrant number first, then all the trigonometric functions, we can say trigonometric functions, all trigonometric functions will be positive. But in second quadrant the function of sine and cosec will be positive, other negative. But in third quadrant tan and cot will be positive, other negative. Last, in fourth quadrant cos and sec will be positive and other will be negative. Okay, so we can see here in the first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive, but in second quadrant sine and cosec only positive, other trigonometric functions are negative. But in third quadrant, tan and cot functions are positive, other negative, and in fourth quadrant, cos and sec positive and other trigonometric functions are negative. So, if we are going to draw the trigonometric functions, that means how can we say that the maximum value of any trigonometric functions? So, first I will go to discuss first trigonometric function sin x. Okay, the first trigonometric function is sin x, and the graph of sin x, like this is the y axis and this one is x axis. This is the origin, and the graph of the sin x, remember that like this. Okay, here this is the value and angle is pi by 2, that means 90 degree, and this angle will be pi and this, and इसको मैं ऐसे कुछ राइट कर देता हूँ जिससे आपको क्लियर हो जाए. दिस इज द 90 डिग्री and this function will be 180, 270 and again 360. Don't be confused, all intervals are 90 degree, like here 90, 90, 90 and again 90. So one complete revolution like this, one complete revolution is the complete 360 degree. And then if this function will continue, then we can draw this like again one revolution and again one revolution. And remember that all the maximum value of these functions should be same like this. And in this case, when we are written there the value of sine function, then the value of sine 90 equals to 1 and here minus 1. So the value of sine functions will vary from 1 to minus 1, 1 to minus 1, because there the maximum value of sine is 1 and the minimum value of sine is minus 1. So there is the function. Suppose that there is the first revolution from this and second one is from here and third one is here. So you can say this function has a complete 3 revolutions, first, second and third. But in the left side to the origin, there you can see that there is also revolution. So from here to here there is a one revolution. But remember that in this condition the value should be negative. The value of all angles should be negative. Suppose that this is the initial side and this is the terminal side. Then if we are going to clockwise direction, then the value of angle should be negative. So write here negative angles. But in this condition, suppose that this is the initial side and next one is final, then we have to go anti-clockwise direction. Then we can say the value of angle theta equals to positive. So for the positive angles, these functions, and for the negative functions, these functions. So in the next video lecture we will start with the topic next trigonometric function cos x. So thank you.